Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, guys, this document is a government document. It's a dossier published um, no less on the December 2018. It details what I guess they should do in the United States of America to survive a catastrophic power outage. Certainly, there's no serendipity there, and for those of you who are astute enough, you will have already um, ascertained where this conversation is going to go. For quite a while now, subhanAllah, we have maintained that they are about to stage a electromagnetic pulse attack, which is an E.M.P attack on the United States of America. What that will mean to the people of that country, that nation, is that they will be thrown into the Stone Ages. Anything electrical will be fried and won't operate or work. They'll be absolutely made obsolete, as it were. This document is a official government document published in December this month, 2018, and it details what to do in the eventuality. There is no serendipity here, and I'm sure you appreciate that. Um, very, very unfortunate that we're still lagging behind. It's taken us very long to catch up. We have postulated this for quite a while and uh, connected it to Revelation 12, the passage being manufactured, which involves the dragon spewing water, which would be the tsunami that we've discussed how they would stage that, and we've detailed that. We've even given you the scientific background behind that and how it would be done. What we're seeing right now in the Philippines with the 7.2 earthquake, again today, the seismic activity, we've discussed how you're going to see an increased uptick with all the seismic activity, with volcanoes. We've discussed that. We've discussed earthquakes as well increasing, and landslides. We'll see that as well by all the dousing that they're doing with all the copious amounts of water across different regions and eroding the landmass that way, subhanallah. Again, Gatwick as well, when we saw the incident, for those of you who've been abreast with updates and are familiar with what's been happening in Gatwick, the drone, it's all nonsense. It's just, they're trying to, this psyop about extraterrestrials. That's what it's really about, all of that, right? Them closing it down, them then arresting a couple, and then releasing them again, thinking that they were flying drones. They're nowhere near. I mean, you need to understand one thing. Gatwick Airport, like any other airport throughout the world, and this is actually in the UK, by the way, um, the airspace is protected um, to the extent post 9/11 that nothing can enter that airspace without having been permitted to do so. What they're saying in so many words, at least for those of us who understand the military angle here, is that whatever entered the airspace without permission, and yet they're nowhere close enough to find out what that was, by the way. Subhanallah. And we've got the same across the Atlantic in the United States, where they closed down the airport in New York with this incident with the blue sky uh, 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 lit up, and then attributed it to the transformer going out. Interesting enough, when transformers go out, and please, look it up for yourselves. It doesn't really, it does create a bright light, but not a constant one. It flickers and then it does. Within a flash, it's gone. There's a pun intended. For the one in the States, it just went on forever. And again, it's just again to impress on the subconscious this dialogue about extraterrestrials. So it's very, very, very. It's done on a very deep level, subhanallah. And then I'm certain you followed the vlogs, and that was on the heels of this about Al-Aqsa, and we'd actually published that in 2017, and outlined how we were concerned about these particular psyops unfolding on the Ummah, and this had happened on the Dome of the Rock, no less, subhanallah. Again, it's all outlined in a science PDF back in 2016 and available to our beloved ulama ikram. I've saved this document. This is actually by the government, by the way. I mean, if you look at dhs.gov, then you find, yeah, Homeland Security, right? So published December 2018. So they are conditioning the Ummah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect and guide us and grant us the ability to be able to discern through this uh, confusion and smokes and mirrors and understand exactly what they're trying to achieve through this. It seems that Revelation 12 is about to unfold along with Isaiah 17:1, and then we'll see Ezekiel 38 and 39. We'll see all of that segue into that, and that's where Turkey right now is entering Syria, and Syria have sent in their forces. There's a fallout there, and all of it manufactured and staged. Iblis Lanatullah is pulling the strings and controlling the dialectic. Leaders, I don't see any. Subhanallah, the Ummah is yatim. We're orphans at the moment, and hopefully, inshallah ta'ala, as if this happens, by the way, subhanallah, our position is, and I guess this will be probably the most um, the biggest claim that we're going to make is that what you're going to see if um, Ezekiel, the passages of Ezekiel unfold um, in this winter, then what you're going to see is the 7 years of tribulation, which alludes towards the false Messiah coming at the end of that, which then should point towards the Imam al-Mahdi coming way before that, simply because he will be here 7 to 9 years before, at least will reign for that duration, right, throughout this confusion, before Dajjal makes his grand appearance. And this is where I think they're going to stage some sort of a rapture as well, using military technology that's way ahead of our time, and the shayateen in jinn to achieve this. Again, all of this is tied into the arrival of this binary star system that we've discussed at length. And again, there's ample um, uh, information concerning that particular star system archived on the channel in the An-Najm al-Thaqib playlist, and again detailed in the science PDF. Anyway, jazakallahu khair wa jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.